So yeah, basically I've had a Turbo Smart blow-off valve, a 34mm one, but because of the size of the outlet on a supercharged application, it makes a lot of hissing. So I looked at the best way, or the cheapest way I should say, of getting a Tial-style blow-off valve, or bypass valve in this case, and it was to get a adapter and the valve itself. Now you can spend probably £200 on a genuine Tial blow-off valve, or this one was £40, and to be honest, for what I want, it's perfect. If you just have a look there, you can see my pipework from the supercharger outlet, which is supercharger's just there, and then the outlet pipe comes across. See, my supercharger outlet is 51mm, so I got a 51mm to Tial-style pipe. So you can see there, it's got a welded flange on it that mates to the Tial blow-off valve. The blow-off valve comes with two springs, both are way too stiff for supercharger use. So what I opted to do was watched a few videos showing that rather than cut coils off of the spring to change the stiffness, it's better off to use a grinder and remove some of the material from the spring, some of the thickness, which makes it less stiff. So I done that and just pretty much done it by guess to the what I felt was soft enough, or equivalent to Turbo Smart, and that seems to have worked really well. This blow-off valve, inside here you've got a diaphragm which is connected to the vacuum or boost line here. As you get vacuum getting sucked through here towards the engine, the diaphragm will move up, which will pull the piston upwards with it, which means that the valve effectively at idle will be venting, and when boost is seen through here, not only have you got the spring trying to push the piston closed, you've also got the boost pushing the diaphragm down onto the piston, which also makes the piston stay closed, so you don't get any boost leaks. With this one I even got a proper clamp, high quality clamp, which is fine, no leaks. You get the O-ring as well that goes on, that seals on the top, and yeah, I've got to say I'm very impressed. Obviously it's not going to be made to the same standards as the Tial valve, but for basically a quarter of the price, it's easy money. Well, it's money well spent, because it's a valve. It's a vacuum and boost operated valve. There's no high-tech wizardry inside this. That's all it is. It uses air and a spring to control it. So it's pretty simplistic, and there's no need to spend ridiculous amounts of money on it. Sort of issues you can maybe expect to have with this is that the diaphragm might split. Probably not in my case, because I'm not using it in high boost situations, but possibly on a higher boost vehicle. Max I've got is 10 psi, so if you had a lot more boost going through it, then you probably might risk damaging the diaphragm, and obviously if that splits, then yeah, your boost control will sort of go out the window. But yeah, brilliant item. Got it on eBay from a UK seller for 40 quid, and it bolted up fine, no problem, apart from me having to modify the spring. So you definitely recommend buying this. At £40 it's a bargain. What I'll do now is I'll start the car up, and you'll get an idea of the noise this valve makes, and you should hopefully see the piston open. As you can hopefully see, the piston is open, so the supercharger is bypassing. This is ideal. This is exactly what we want. Hopefully you got an idea of the sound of the valve when you saw the piston open. Just to confirm, with the engine off, you can see the piston is securely pushed down and sealed, so that's the position it will be in whilst you're making boost. And obviously as you come off throttle, it will pull back up, vent the air. My mindset with this valve is, because it's got ports all the way around it. The air will come out over a larger area, so the hissing will be less noise for me, apart from at high boost. So on bypass it should be a lot better than the old valve. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe.